Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private server Everlasting. We are with our martial arts super reflex scrapper Silver Phoenix, who's level 32, and we're currently doing Philippa Moreau's story arc, and which is called Corporate Culture. We're dealing with the Cray and the Freak Show, and we ask her about available missions. And she says she just got a call from Tracy Templeton, Kimberly Kellerman's sister. She's scared, really scared. But before she could tell me why, she said she saw several white vans pull up outside the house, then her phone went dead. I don't think those vans are from her phone company. So let's go help. She is here in Steel Canyon. And so we will go ahead and click on this. And she's right down there. That's just pure luck. As you can see, I'm on a really high tower here. I've been sort of jumping around the buildings of Steel Canyon just for fun. I enjoy super jump that much. Alright, so let's come on down here. Let's see. I need to find a way to get down not quite that far yet so I don't get too hurt. Oh, I missed. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Alright. So now we're going to head over here near the hospital. And oh, I just got to tell my friend who plays several characters, one named Delirium. Hi, I was doing a TF and couldn't respond. What are you up to? I'm just running missions. I told her that if she wanted to join up with me, she could. But I don't know if she's still in the middle of a task force or whatever. Alright, so we have to rescue Tracy. If Ultraya wants to join up with me, she can. Otherwise, I will just continue soloing, which is just fine. We put combat jump on. I often forget to do that. Alright, let's see. Is this going to loop around? I bet it will. Oh, and there's some Cray. Knew you guys are bad guys. Now you're kidnappers. Well, we're going to deal with that. One guy by himself. Oh, no. These must be his partners. So we're taking out these riot guards. And did a few TFs. Well, I need to get to level 32 to get IOs. Did a few TF. Why do you have to get to 32? Why can't you just use level 30 IOs at 28? I don't know. I mean, maybe he just thinks the 35s are more powerful, so he wants to wait. I don't know. I really don't see the point of, like, gimping yourself, say, like, staying on training enhancements or dual origins or something until level 35 so you can get your IOs. Like, why? To me, I'd rather just use SOs and make my character reasonably effective starting on level 22. Heck, I'd use SOs before 22 if it was possible. It just isn't possible. Ken and I have some, but wanted to save up to get 35 since it was piecemeal. I didn't have a lot of influence for this character, I see. That makes sense. Oh, this guy's doing super reflexes on me, which means it's going to be very hard to hit, although this is silly, right? I mean, the 2 hit on him was a 48% chance and I missed 4 times in a row. That's a little silly. Oh, one thing I did want to mention, I was talking about why the average damage is listed the way it is under Eagle's Claw. I figured it out. This is the average damage. It does 125. This 50% crit chance is on top of the normal crit chance based on rank, like bosses and lieutenants. So this thing automatically crits 15% of the time, regardless of any of the other like scrapper abilities. So it's 109 plus 15% of 109, which gets you to 125, basically. Because 15% of the time it does double damage. So that's why it's listed that way. Still have to make a good bio for this character. Okay. She still hasn't answered me if she wants to join me or not. But I'm going to work on this mission, and if she says she wants to join me, we can join up after this mission's over. Got some patrol here. Wow, missed that too. Let's try to knock down. Nope. Okay. So there's nothing here. This is a dead end. We're just looking for Tracy Templeton, because they kidnapped her. Is there a side passage here? There is. And this looks like it heads back up. But I think... Let's just go ahead and open this in case we need to go through it. I think there is another passage over here. Come on. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it dead ends. Alright. So we only can go south. I really like these caves. I've said this before. They made them dark enough to seem like caves, but not so dark that you can't see where the heck you're going. Alright, so it looks like there's only one possible route, which is to go this way. So Tracy must be down this hallway somewhere. Don't see any bad guys yet. And there's a bad guy. So he's a minion. Alright. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, and there's the lieutenant. Let's see if we can stun her, I guess. Nope, missed. 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 4 out of 5. 5 out of 6. With a 36% chance to hit. Wow. 6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. 8 out of 9. You're telling me I have a 36% chance? That's like an 11% chance to hit. That's ridiculous. Did you see what I mean about this? It's contagious. It's like you hit a bunch of times in a row and you miss a bunch of times in a row. It'll probably average to 33%. But that's just crazy. I like missed, what was it, 8 out of 9 and then hit like 8 out of 9. That's why I say I feel like this game, like a high roll tends to cause another high roll to happen, a low roll tends to cause another low roll to happen. I don't know why that would be, but it certainly seems like that. Alright, did we stun him? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Kick, kick, knock back. There we go. And got him. Okay. There's another exit. She's probably behind there, but let's clean this out. Still no answer on whether she wants to team up. Guess not. If I mean, Ultra might still be on the task force that she said she was on. So, if that's the case, then she really can't team up with me. I haven't done any task forces yet, but the way task forces work is you join up with a group. Once you start the task force, you can't... I don't know exactly how they do it now, but it used to be you can't stop. You can't switch groups. You can't add people to your group in the middle. They may have changed that. It used to be if you drop out, you can't come back in. And it used to be that you couldn't stop. Like, if anybody dropped, they couldn't come back in. So, like, if you disconnected, it was horrible. You'd get halfway through a task force, and then you get map server disconnect, and then you're out. and you couldn't come back in. That was really frustrating. But they fixed that so that you could, because people were complaining, like some of the task forces might take you like 3 or 4 hours, and like, we don't have 3 hours all in a block. Can you please let it persist across logouts so that we could do like half the task force today and half tomorrow? The developers resisted that for a little while, but eventually they did allow it. There she is. Okay, let's go after the medic first, because he's going to buff them. Now, maybe not. He might not have been part of that group. Alright, let's do a knockdown. There we go. See if we can pound this guy. There we are. And 1, 2, 3. And now just the researcher with focus chi. This will be quick. Found a clue. Alright, so she says, "Oh, Silver Phoenix, it was awful. Those security forces told me they were going to make sure no one ever came looking for me. They were going to make sure no one ever knew I existed. They said they'd erase my bank accounts, my dental records, everything. My sisters, too. I've never felt so helpless and scared." Yeah, cray. Very evil. And that's why I don't believe any of their protestations of innocence and rogue agents or any of that. No, it's cray. Always, all the time. They are bad. Philippa says, "The police will be keeping Tracy Templeton in protective custody for now, but I'm afraid she'll still have a hard time getting back to her normal life." Yeah, no kidding. You get a witness protection program, your whole life is over. You can start a new life. "I checked her story, and it's all true. Her birth certificate doesn't exist in any database. She has no credit history, no property lease, nothing. Same thing happened to all the public records of Tracy's sister, Kimberly Kellerman. It's like someone has tried to erase them from the face of the planet. We don't find Kimberly soon. I'm afraid we never will." Crayes, again, thank you for rooting out corruption within their company. Oh, man. Their story is starting to sound pretty thin. Yeah, it's thin, Philippa. I just got a call from Ken Kellerman. He says that he remembers everything. I'm glad to hear his memories back, but I'm afraid it may have caused him some trouble. Apparently, he started asking the wrong people what happened to his wife, and now he thinks that Cray Security is after him. He's hiding now in an old office building trying to avoid what he called their minesweepers. Can you extract him? Yes, we can extract him. So I don't know if still anymore for the ITF. So they're doing an ITF, some task force. I don't remember what the abbreviation is for. It might be Incarnate Trials. I don't even know. I actually only did a few task forces over the years. I didn't find them all that great. Some of the stories are pretty good, but they're exhausting. I mean, they're made to be, but they really are exhausting, and I just found them not to be as enjoyable as just doing my normal missions, mostly because it's just more relaxed doing your normal missions, and you can kind of do them whenever. And as I said, when my friends and I were playing this game there for a long period of time, Task Force, you could never even stop them. You just had to keep going, and like I said, they were exhausting, and I felt like they weren't enough story for the number of missions. There's a balance between how much story you have per mission and how much combat you have versus how much story. And I feel like the regular story arcs get it just about right. The Task Force has too much battle for too little story. And I feel like the opposite is true for the more recent story arcs that they've done. And particular Twin Shots. I've been playing that with my Stalker, who's level 12 or 13 now. I absolutely do not like those. And I feel like those are too much story for not enough mission. So, anyway, that's just my little rant about that. Alright, so here we are. We are in this area. So let me say, well, anyway, let me know if you want to team up. Because he never really answered that question. She never really answered that question. Character's a she, the player's a he. Alright. So it looks like Ken had to break a window to get inside this old building, and you hope Cray Security hasn't noticed that little clue. Well, they're probably here. If I know anything about Cray, they're here and they're armed and they're dangerous and they're looking for him. So we have to seek clues. So that means there's going to be some glowies. My guess is Ken's not going to be here. And there's some Cray, there's a medic. So we're going to definitely want to take him out first. So he doesn't heal anybody. There we go. And now the geneticist. Because he buffs and debuffs. And now this guy, will Eagles claw him? Bam! What a nice hit that does. Alright. And let's see, nothing there. So there's an elevator, but we don't want to do that yet because we need to clean out the rest of this floor and see if there are any clues here, because there could be glowies anywhere. A desk, a little note from him saying look for me on the next floor or whatever. Nobody? Okay. Oh, there's somebody. Okay. There we go. And that one critted. Nice. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? So there should be some guys upstairs, I would think. Usually there are. Is she not wearing any pants? Oh, she's wearing a skirt. Okay. That's weird. Okay, we'll just switch to this guy. Bam, that's very nice. And where'd she go? Where is she? Is she down here? There she is. You're not getting away, honey. There we go. Kicked her right down the hallway. Alright, no clues that I can see here. So let's keep going. Wait, did I hear a glowy? Let me check upstairs. Just make sure in the rooms here there's nothing. Okay. Alright, so let's head to the elevator, where we are going to find, hopefully on the next floor we'll find a clue. Off we go. Again, this could be up to 5 floors. You just never know. Cray Vigilant. On patrol. There we go. Where's this guy? Medic. Stun him. There we are. Stunned, stunned, stunned. Doesn't last very long. This one lasts longer. Cobra Strike lasts longer, I believe. So let's take a look just at the info. 4.19 seconds. This one lasts 10.48 seconds. So this stun duration is like more than double on Cobra Strike. So it's not as, it doesn't automatically land, but it lasts longer. Oh, this looks like an ending room. That guy's radiologist. Okay, so we gotta take him out because he's debuffing me. Look at that. See, my AoE defense went down? Did you watch that? It was like a minus 20% or so debuff. Agent Tyler. I hear Glowy, but let's take out Agent Tyler, who's only a lieutenant, so shouldn't be any trouble at all. We're gonna go ahead and try to stun. There we go. Let's apply another. And he didn't even get a chance to do anything to me. That's what I like. And this thing, bam! Look at that, 197 damage. And a nice crit. Okay, so there's a Glowy up here. Is it in here? No. Come on. There it is. Whiteboard. Clue found. So, I found a hastily scrawled map in the abandoned building where Ken Kellerman was hiding from Cray security forces. It shows a location in King's Row, off to the side. 2 stick figures stand behind a wall of iron bars. The map is signed with the letters KK. Alright, let's head out. Alright, now one of the things I still want to do, since we're here, let's just do this and then I'll log off for, or at least I'll stop recording for now. I'll go this way. Somewhere over here, I could swear there were 2 buildings leaning against each other. And right where they hit, where they were touching, there was a badge. There it is. I think this is it. I think so. Shoot, I was trying to gain altitude, but that's alright, we can just head up. This is kind of silly, but it's just the easiest way to get up here. Just keep holding down spacebar and you can slide right up. I feel like it was right here. Yeah, there it is. Got it. So that's the badge. If you look on the map, here's the powder keg sign. If you go east of that and a little bit south, right there is where the badge is, and I'll show you. So this is where one building has crashed against another. So if we just come over here, we can take a look at it. Right? That's it. It's right there. Alright. Contact Philippa. And she says it looks like these minesweepers already captured Ken Kellerman. But at least he was able to leave us a map. We'll have to get right on this Silver Phoenix. If we're lucky, you can get there in time to save both Kellerman and his wife. So I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to head out of Boomtown, because we got to go to King's Row, and I will bring you guys back when I get to King's Row so that we can rescue Ken Kellerman from the bad guys. I'll see you next time.